Have you ever wondered how some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth while others struggle no matter how hard they work? What if I told you the secret isn't found in trendy money hacks, but in an ancient wealth code uncovered by the Roman philosopher Seneca over 2,000 years ago? Stick around, because once you understand Seneca's hidden wealth principle, your entire approach to money and success might just transform overnight. Now, who exactly was Seneca, and why should you care about his wealth advice today? Seneca wasn't just any philosopher. He was also one of ancient Rome's richest and most influential men. Yet unlike others who simply chased riches, Seneca uncovered something much deeper about wealth, a timeless principle still followed by billionaires today. But here's the intriguing twist. Seneca believed true wealth isn't just about accumulating money. It's about the way you think and act around money itself. Sounds counterintuitive, right? Think of it this way. Have you ever felt stressed about finances, even when earning decent money? Seneca explained this perfectly. He said, "No person has the power to have everything they want, but everyone has the power not to want what they don't have." Imagine how your life would change if you could master this principle, freeing yourself from financial anxiety and becoming more intentional with every penny you earn. This isn't about living in scarcity. It's about achieving genuine financial freedom. But I know what you're probably thinking. Great philosophy, but how can Seneca actually help me build real wealth today? Well, here's the fascinating part. Seneca didn't just philosophize. He practiced what he preached, amassing vast fortunes by applying very specific strategies. And in just a moment, I'll reveal exactly how he did it. First, let's clear up one common misconception about Seneca. Many assume Stoics like Seneca despised wealth or lived in poverty by choice, but that's completely false. Seneca taught that wealth itself is neutral. It's your relationship with money that determines whether it becomes your servant or your master. So, what practical wealth-building strategies did Seneca actually use? And more importantly, how can you apply them today to dramatically boost your financial success? Here's one of Seneca's most powerful methods. He firmly believed in using wealth proactively rather than passively accumulating it. He said, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man and the master of a fool." In other words, money should always be actively directed, never passively hoarded. Think about billionaires today, like Bill Gates or Elon Musk. They don't just pile up money, they constantly reinvest it into ventures aligned with their purpose. Seneca pioneered this mindset 2,000 years ago, advocating active control and intentional allocation of wealth. But here's the key question you need to ask yourself. Is your money currently passive, sitting around in savings, or actively working towards your financial goals? Now let's take this idea even deeper. Seneca also taught the power of financial simplicity. Wait, simplicity? Isn't wealth supposed to be complicated? Absolutely not. Seneca believed excessive complexity leads directly to financial mistakes. Modern studies confirm this. Simpler investment strategies consistently outperform complicated ones over time. Warren Buffett himself famously echoes Seneca's sentiment, stating, "Investment is simple, but not easy." Imagine simplifying your financial life. Fewer debts, fewer unnecessary expenses, clearer investment strategies. How much quicker could you build real wealth with clarity like this? But Seneca's wealth code goes even further. And here's where it becomes truly life-changing. He advocated relentlessly focusing only on what you control and ignoring everything else? How many times have you stressed over markets, economic trends, or job security, all things beyond your control? Seneca argued this stress sabotages your ability to clearly manage what you can control: your spending, investing, and financial discipline. Modern billionaires use this principle daily, calmly ignoring distractions while doubling down on actionable decisions. Right now, imagine adopting this principle. How much more productive and profitable could you become if you stopped worrying about factors completely outside your influence? By now, you're probably seeing the incredible potential of Seneca's ancient wealth code. But there's one more critical secret he shared that can completely reshape your financial future. It's something most people overlook entirely, yet Seneca considered it essential for true financial success. Are you ready to discover what this game-changing final principle is and exactly how you can implement it immediately? Keep watching closely, because once you grasp Seneca's final insight, your financial growth might never look the same again. Seneca's final and most powerful wealth insight revolves around the concept of strategic discomfort. Yes, you heard that right, discomfort. But before you click away, consider this. What if strategic, intentional discomfort is actually the key to accelerating your path to wealth? Here's exactly what Seneca meant by this. He regularly encouraged people to deliberately experience temporary discomfort, not out of punishment or poverty, but to build resilience, discipline, and gratitude. Seneca said, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse clothing, and ask yourself, is this the condition I feared?" Now, how exactly does this translate into building real wealth today? Think of strategic discomfort as your financial superpower, allowing you to make smarter, clearer decisions without fear clouding your judgment. Let me explain this with a quick personal example. By the way, I'm Saul, and I've tested Seneca's strategic discomfort principle firsthand. A few years ago, I deliberately spent a week living far below my usual comfort level. Simple meals, basic clothing, zero luxury spending. Sounds tough, right? But here's the surprising outcome. Within days, my perspective on money completely transformed. Suddenly, impulsive spending lost its appeal. Unnecessary luxuries became crystal clear, and genuine appreciation for what I already had skyrocketed. But the most remarkable part was the clarity it brought to my investment decisions. Because I was no longer emotionally attached to comfort, I could calmly and rationally invest, growing my wealth faster than ever before. So here's the real question for you. Could strategic discomfort do the same for you? Clarify your financial priorities, sharpen your investing strategy, and dramatically accelerate your wealth building? Let's look at a famous example to really drive this home. Billionaire entrepreneur Tim Ferriss regularly practices strategic discomfort inspired by Seneca. Ferriss deliberately chooses periods of simplified living to reset his appreciation and clarify his financial goals. And guess what? It's precisely this practice that he credits with making clearer, smarter financial decisions, directly contributing to his massive success. Imagine, for just one moment, applying this Senecan principle to your own life, temporarily simplifying your lifestyle even slightly, perhaps a spending freeze or cutting back on luxuries for just 1 week each month. What hidden insights would suddenly become obvious to you? How much money could you redirect toward investments, savings, or life-changing experiences? But hold on, because here's the next critical piece Seneca emphasized: gratitude. He famously stated, It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Seneca knew strategic discomfort alone wasn't enough. You must pair it with intentional gratitude to truly amplify your wealth-building results. Modern research backs Seneca completely. A Harvard Business Review study found practicing genuine gratitude directly improves financial decision-making, reduces impulsive purchases, and boosts long-term financial health. So let's quickly recap how you can practically apply Seneca's full wealth strategy. First, actively direct your money rather than passively accumulating it. Make intentional choices about spending and investing aligned with clear goals. Second, simplify your financial life. Fewer complexities, clearer decisions, and less stress means better results. Third, relentlessly focus only on what you control, letting go completely of external distractions. This alone frees enormous mental energy to accelerate wealth building. And finally, deliberately practice strategic discomfort combined with genuine gratitude. Regularly step back from luxury temporarily, reset your perspective, and make clearer, smarter financial decisions. Now imagine this clearly. What would your financial future look like if you consistently applied all four of Seneca's powerful wealth principles? Could you achieve financial freedom faster, with far less stress and far greater enjoyment? But here's one last thought I want to leave you with. Seneca's wealth principles aren't just ancient theory. They've been quietly used by some of the wealthiest and most successful individuals throughout history. Billionaires like Warren Buffett, Tim Ferriss, and Ray Dalio openly practice these exact ideas. The proof is everywhere, and the strategy is timeless. So now, the real question isn't whether Seneca's ancient wealth code works. It's simply whether you're ready to start using it yourself. Remember, building lasting wealth doesn't require chasing the latest trend or complicated financial schemes. Seneca laid out the simple, proven blueprint 2,000 years ago, and today you hold the exact strategy in your hands. The only step left is for you to apply it, so why wait? Start tonight. Pick just one of Seneca's principles, apply it immediately, and watch your financial confidence soar.